Hi, I'm Dorinda from PrimordialDor Tarot, and I'm here to do an Aries reading today for August the 1st to August the 4th, 2025. I'm using the Thoth Tarot deck, and I'm going to do 15 cards for Aries. At this time, I'd appreciate it if you could hit the like and subscribe button. It costs you nothing to subscribe, and it helps me build this channel, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you. I do. All right, Aries. What's going on with Aries? What's up with Aries? I'm going to cut the deck. Cooled off here, finally. Don't have the air conditioning running. Yay. All right. Calling upon the universe. Can I have some messages for Aries, please? Some messages for Aries. What's going on with Aries today? Okay, flip. Bottom of the deck's the overall. Bottom of the deck, Aries, we got the Star card, Major Arcana. You're still the star, the shining star, Aries. This is wishes being fulfilled. Keep your eye on that one star in sight, that one thought. Keep your eye on that star. You're flowing, you're glowing. I think you got this last time. You were the star. You're shining, you're beaming. People wondering what's going on with you, but you're glowing. And you're flowing, and you're vibing high, Aries. And this is love, this is self-love, this is wishes being fulfilled, all right? And you're riding along on a high vibration. Everything's going beautiful. All right, Aries, people are looking at you. They just don't know what's gotten into you. You're doing so well, and you're so smart. All right, that's beautiful, Aries. I think we got that last time. Okay. Middle of the spread, 3 cards, present situation. Middle card, we have Moon in Sagittarius, 9 of Wands, Strength, one of my favorite all-time cards. Okay, all right. This is a beautiful 9 card of the 369 magical number sequence, all right? And this is Strength, and you've gone through a lot of battles, Aries. A lot of shit's gone down the river, okay? I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Anyway, you've come out a winner. You have won, and, you know, you're a winner. And this is magical numbers. 1, 2, 3 boxes. 3, 6, 9. Okay? Magical number sequence of Nikola Tesla. And that makes this card a high vibration card. All right, you're vibing high. Well, you are the star, Aries. And you've come through the battles. It's time for your wishes to be fulfilled now. And then they are. You're glowing, you're flowing, you're vibing high. And then you get the high vibration number 9 card, Strength. You've already won the battles. Okay, you've proved yourself. You know, and you're ready to shine now. And you're shining. And you're glowing. And, you know, people are looking up to you. And they wonder how you even came through all that. But you did. And it's beautiful. And you can handle anything that life can throw at you now. Because you're so strong. Strong physically, strong mentally, strengthen your convictions. All right, Aries, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The card to the left, we have the Hanged Man. All right, Major Arcana. It's about taking a time out, introspection, meditation, isolation, illumination, really. You know, you get a different perspective on life. You take a time out. Just see how things go. And there's so much water here. You might be not seeing things clearly at this time, right? Because there's just so much water flowing there. And you need to take a time out to get a clearer view, all right? A new perspective on things. Maybe slow down, take a little time out, and see what's happening, how to go from there. All right, Aries, right? There's a lot of water. A lot of water flowing around. All right, Aries. Card to the right in the present situation, we have Moon in Aquarius, 7 of Swords, futility. All right. So sometimes, you know, this is present situation. Some things you do, you're feeling a little futile about it, like you're on a hamster wheel. You get up every day and you're doing the same thing over and over and you're not really getting anywhere. This could be a job. It could be a living situation. It could be a love situation. You know, no matter what you do, you can't make that person happy. It's futile. You're feeling a little futile about something. All right, even though you're so strong and everything, you know, there's something not quite right. And when you take that time out with the hangman, you might get the new perspective and see where that futility is in your life. All right, Aries. Top right-hand corner, 3 cards is step towards the future. Middle card, we have Moon and Taurus, 6 of discs, success. All right, a beautiful 6 card living in the middle of the tree of life. All right, balanced, emotionally balanced, stable, success. And like I said, the 3, 6, 9 is a beautiful combination. And I think we have that here on these cards today. And that's the magical number sequence. And that's beautiful. So your future is very successful, but you are the shining star. And you have the strength card. Aries, beautiful. You're beautiful. You're shining beautiful. Wow, that's awesome. All right, Aries, card to the left of that one in steps towards the future. You have the Prince of Cups. Okay, maybe you're looking for a little bit of love. He's all about love. He comes riding in looking for his princess, looking for a place to, you know, make his establishment. He's carrying the cup of love. All right, and, you know, you got to make room for some love in your life, perhaps, Aries. Not a whole lot about that here, but there is some, okay? And, you know, maybe you've been hurt in love before, and we all have, and you got to, you know, still get some love in your life somehow. And one thing about this prince, he's here to remind you that you might have thought patterns and belief systems that are holding you back from correct kind of love. Like, you know, maybe growing up, you watched your parents, how they lived their life, and they didn't have it right. And maybe they didn't teach you anything. You just observed it, and you thought that's the way it was, but that's not the way it was. They didn't have it right, and their parents didn't have it right. It's called the chain of pain, right? And you can break that. You can break that chain of pain, right? Because you can change your belief systems. Your beliefs are only a thought you've been thinking, and you can change the thought you're thinking and tweak those beliefs. And, you know, why don't you just pull on that loose thread of your belief systems and let them unravel. Create some new belief systems for yourself. Tweak them. All right? So you can have the beautiful love come into your life. You're maybe just holding on to what you learned growing up. And that's all it is, Aries. All right. You can change that. All right. The card to the right, we have Venus and Aries, 4 of Wands completion. All right, so you're really admired for something. You got a great reputation. You know, you've taken some skill right to the top, and people admire you for it, but there's nowhere to go. You've taken it right to the top, and there's nowhere else to go. As you can see, these flames, nothing goes past these rings. It's over now. It's time to start a new challenge. Put that to bed and take on a new challenge, Aries. Okay, it was all beautiful. You were the best. But you got to take on a new thing now, okay? That's over. Something in your life is over. Something, okay? And you know what it is, all right? So, time to take a new challenge on. All right, top left-hand corner is what's helping and hindering you. Middle card, we have Sun and Gemini, 10 of Swords, ruin, okay? So a 10 card indicates something in your life's coming to an end. The timeline's collapsing, same as this card, right? Something's over. Could be a living situation. It could be, you know, a love affair is over. It could be a work type situation that's over. Or just a living situation with other people. Not a love type living in, you know, other people you live with. Maybe you got to get out on your own. do your own thing, something like that. Something's over in your life. It'll be different for everybody, what it is, right? So, you know, this is the Ten of Swords. You know, in the other deck, it's the person laying there with the 10 swords in their back. You know, done. You're done. And it's this deck, Thoth, it's ruin. And I explain it like, y'all have creative abilities. Everybody different. It could be artist, a photographer, a writer, a musician. Your creative talents that you have. And sometimes you get in jobs and you have no time to do your creative talents, okay? And you know, that work card, I always love it because you make your creative talents your work. And then you'd be a lot happier, okay? But there's some creativity being tamped down in your life. That's the ruin part of this card. You know, you're not able to do your creativity. You know, and even if you can get it back in your life one afternoon a week or something, that would be helpful. Because if you keep stifling your creativity and you never do it because of circumstances or other people or all kinds of reasons, you know, it'll show up as a disease in your body. It will. You've got to be creative to be healthy. So this is a help if you listen to it. All right? This is a help if you listen to that message. All right, the card to the left. What's helping and hindering you? We have Major Arcana. We have the Tower card. All right, well, some things need to clear out, right? The Tower only takes away things that are no longer needed. So you've got the Completion card and the Ten of Swords. Something's over. If you didn't wipe it out, Tower's going to come in and wipe it out for you. The Eye of Horus is coming in. The Tower will be an unexpected event. Quick change. Something's going to happen. And it only takes away things you do not need. So after the Tower event, it's like everything is calm and beautiful. It gets better. It gets better. So, you know, both of these cards is about getting some things out of your life. Change, completion, okay? So I'd say they're both helps. You know, you got all help if you look at it that way. All right, Aries. Change is coming. All right, Aries, the final card and steps towards the future. We have Sun and Aries, Three of Wands, virtue. All right, you're virtuous, right, Aries? You can get everything done. And this is the Sun in behind those Three of Wands, signifying a new spring-like energy. Like some things are over now, but this is the new. This is the new growth, okay? This is the new spring energy. This is a help to you. You're figuring out maybe what you want to do, how you want to do it, how you want to make some changes. Things are over. You got the strength, all right? And you're ready to start something new or do what you're doing a different way or something like that. Okay, so the Tower comes in, and now you got the spring-like energy. You start on something new, Aries. All right, that's beautiful. All right. Bottom left-hand corner is what's in your mind and psyche. Middle card, we have Sun in Virgo, Eight of Discs, Prudence. All right, this is a great card, right? This is in your mind. This is middle card in your mind, what you're thinking. This is pruning away things out of your life you do not need anymore. Okay, like cutting the growth back in the spring to get the new growth. You know, cutting the trees back and then you get all the beautiful new growth. Well, this is doing that with your life, all right? And it could be just cleaning the basement, cleaning the garage, cleaning your closets, getting rid of things you don't use. You know, sell them, donate them. They're taking up space. This is about making space for new to come into your life, all right? And it could be just items. You know, it could be people, too, that are from your past that aren't vibing on the same vibration as you vibe on now, okay? And they don't get you. They don't get you. They don't get that you're the shining star. They just don't get it. This is you now. This is you. You're the star, okay? And, you know, so some people from your past, they don't see that. You know, maybe they just thought you were weird or something. But anyway, you don't have to communicate with them anymore. You don't have to text them and call and do all that and let them know what you're doing. Just no, don't do that. You might have to take some people out of your life. And it's about the thought patterns and belief systems again, just like what I said with this prince. The thought patterns and belief systems. Pull on that loose thread of those belief systems and watch them unravel. That's what this is about. That's what this is about. You got to unravel those thought patterns and beliefs. And a belief's only a thought you've been thinking, and you can change the thought you're thinking so you can change your belief systems. Like I said, you maybe learned all that growing up. You're in a bad situation, and you thought that's how life is. My life's the same way, right? That's how it was. So you continued on like that till like all of a sudden later in life, it's like, wow, oh, we're not doing that anymore. That was all wrong. Change your patterns and your thoughts and your beliefs. This card. And that's exactly what you're thinking in the middle of your mind, Aries. And you're thinking right. You're thinking right. Card to the left. We have Mars in Scorpio. 5 of Cups, disappointment. All right. So it's you know, you're thinking about those disappointments. You know, the futility, the ruin, the disappointments. We've all had that in our life. But that's the contrast. That's contrast, those disappointments. You've been let down. Things didn't work out. You know, so it's the universe putting these things in your way to teach you. So you know the one end of the stick. So you know the other end of the stick. This is not so good end. But you know the good end too, right? So you're just thinking about those disappointments and how you can move forward, right? Changing the belief patterns and not associating with people from the past that bring you down, all right? That's what that's about. You're just thinking about them. So you'll know next time you won't do it the same. You'll do it differently. All right, card to the right, we have Sun and Capricorn, 4 disc power. Okay, so this is a solid castle, moats, cultivated fields, everything. And, you know, you're starting to get a bit of power in your life. You know, and you know it. This is what you're thinking. And you are the star. And you've got to realize that. You are the star. And you got some power now. And you're working from a place of stability. And you know it. So you can move forward from there. Good things from there, right? 4 discs, you know. You know, don't hang on too tightly. Just go forward. Move forward, Aries. And keep trimming away those belief systems that are holding you back at times. All right, Aries. Your karma and your destiny, bottom right-hand corner. Middle card, we have the Princess of Discs. Okay, well, she's about material resources and wealth, the disc energy, right? And creating a system that grows, thrives, expands, and continues to bring in the revenue. And that's what she's all about. And this is creation, the act of creation, her shield there. But she's pregnant, too. She indicates a pregnancy, if you could be pregnant or you know somebody that could be pregnant. And she's ready to go to war at the same time, either way, right? She's ready. So actually, if it's not a human baby, she is the act of creation itself. This is middle card in your karma and destiny. So you want to create something new with your success and your strength and your shining star. You want to build something awesome, all right? And this is active creativity itself. So the new project, the new thing that you're going to be successful at, that's the baby. That's your baby. That's the thing you want to get up every day and do, and you're excited about it, and you want to watch it grow and thrive and expand, right? That's your baby if you don't have a real baby, all right? The act of creation itself, that's what she's all about. So in your karma, you are going to start something fantastic that's going to bring in the wealth and the good things. All right, card to the left, you have the Queen of Cups, falling right underneath the Prince of Cups. All right, so she's all about love, you know, fantasies, desires, and emotions, and you know, feeling love or feeling not love, you know. And she's about reflection too. There's reflection here in the water. So it's here to tell you that, you know, what you put out in the world is what you get back. It reflects back. Whatever vibration you're vibing at, that's what's going to come back at you. So if you're Mickey the Mope, you know, you're going to have Debbie Downer phone you up, you know. You know, but if you're vibing high, you're going to have the high vibration person email you, you know. And it's about love, and you want to get some good love in your life, Aries. This is falling under the Prince of Cups, all right? And you got to do all that clearing out to make way for beautiful love. And those thought patterns and belief systems you got to tweak, you know? Because probably growing up, that wasn't demonstrated in a correct way. I put that nicely. All right. You know, and you are the star. You're the shining star. Look at these cards. And you deserve that beautiful love. And you're looking for that beautiful love. All right? With like-minded people and people vibing on the same vibe as you. All right, Aries. That's you know, that's what's coming for you. Some beautiful love. The final card in the outcome of this reading, Aries. We have Saturn and Taurus, 7 of discs, failure. Well, more lessons, right? The disappointment and the futility and the failure. You know, this is, you're just thinking about them. You are thinking about them. But they have taught you well, right? And they've made you into that beautiful star you are. So it's the lessons the universe, you know, throughout. Make you who you are today. Hammer you into shape. Make you into that star. All right, Aries. This reading is absolutely beautiful. We have the 3 of Wands. We have the 6 of discs. And we have the 9 of Swords, the 3, 6, 9. Look at the magical combination. You've got good luck going with you, Aries. You can do anything. Absolutely anything. This is the Nikola Tesla magical number sequence, right? 3, 6, 9. All beautiful cards. That's your vibration. It's awesome. It is awesome, Aries. Fantastic. Just keep doing the work about those belief systems. And you are the star. You'll just be shining even more. All right, Aries, that was a fantastic reading. Incredible. Absolutely beautiful. And I'd like to pull one animal spirit card to end. One card for Aries, please. One card for Aries. Can I have one card for Aries, please? One card for Aries. Give me one card. Anytime. One flew out. Dragonfly spirit. Truth transcends illusion. Truth transcends illusion. That's a beautiful card. All right? Yeah, the illusions. The illusions got to fall away, right? Some things you're not really seeing clearly. Too much water. It's being clouded. The truth. You need the truth. Transcends illusions. All right, Aries, that was an incredible reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. And I'll catch you next time.